go. Awesome. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us on this Monday, best day of the week. My name is Jackie Jensen, and I am a top leader here at Tranont. This has been an incredible journey for me personally. I used to be a third grade teacher. However, this industry allowed me to retire from teaching, stay home with my kids, and I absolutely love it. I was actually with another industry for 7 years, never was going to leave, never was going to leave. Can I say that again? Never. However, I saw a compensation plan paired with incredible products over here that I just literally was keeping me awake at night, could not say no to. So I'm super excited tonight to share them with you. We are not going to keep you here all night. So I'm going to jump right in because we have some incredible testimonies that I also want to share with you. So without further ado, this company is called Tranont. It means to give life in French. We are a solid company, and everyone in business knows timing in business is everything. The thing that attracted me to Tranont is that it is a solid company already. It's very well established, yet it's new enough where a lot of people have not heard the name Tranont, and that is a very, very good thing. So we were actually in America's fastest growing Inc. 500 of private companies. We're founded in 2013. We're a debt-free company. We have innovative solutions in health and in wealth, and award-winning record of success. Now, can I ask in the chat, are there any Canadians in the house? I'm going to try to open my chat up so you can see any Canadians. Oh, I do see some for Canadians. We actually have in the middle of global expansion right now. So we are in the US, Canada, Puerto Rico, and in India, and we just launched the UK, which is also super, super exciting. For those of you in Canada, you do have a little bit of an advantage over the Americans. I'm so sorry, Americans, just plug your ears. Canadians, we are just getting ready to completely take off and launch that. And we all know getting on the ground floor of something like this is really, really important. So Canadians, you might want to listen up at the end when we talk about the business part, because it's absolutely incredible. We are not a weight loss company, and I always want to start by saying that. However, we believe that when you give our bodies what they need, our bodies will perform. So personally, I am postpartum through COVID, hot mess. So I'm actually going back, and I'm on a journey to get back to my healthiest place. So I personally have lost some weight on these products, but we're not a weight loss company. But if you're into fitness, beauty, weight management, energy, vitality, or overall health and wellness, you definitely want to listen up, because I have some super exciting things to share with you tonight. So we have clean products that everyone wants and needs. All our products are whole food and raw, excluding our Glow Collagen, which is bovine, which is beef. Some of our products are patented, which means we are the only company that can produce them. We're CGMP certified, independent lab tested, tens of thousands of testimonials, 100% natural, no GMOs, gluten-free. So tonight, again, we're not going to keep you here all night. I'm not going to talk about every single product. However, I am going to go over just some of our most popular products, but we have core products, stamina products, CBD products, beauty products, and oral care solutions. So without further ado, I want to jump right into the products and talk about one of my favorites. This is the Enrich. Now, Enrich is a prebiotic and probiotic full of enzymes. Now, did you know that the food you eat, this shouldn't be a big surprise, but the food we eat is actually getting less and less full of nutrients than in previous generations. For instance, right now, if you eat an apple that we just get at the grocery store, you'd have to eat around 50 of those to get the same nutrients as our great grandparents. That is absolutely mind blowing, just because of the depletion of the soil and just the way that our food is going. However, what this does is this takes the nutrients in the food, gives it to your body, and then adds enzymes to your body so that you can absorb those nutrients better. It adds them back in, and then it flushes out the things that we don't need. Now, I came from the beauty industry, and I never imagined I'd talk about poop as much as I do online, but here we are. It's an important subject. So anyway, I'm going to show you a little bit of an example right here. So this is actually pudding, and whether you eat pudding or not, there's no judgment, but this just represents anything that is cooked or processed, right? So she's putting the Enrich in here, and the spoon represents your stomach, just getting it all in there and getting it really, really, really well mixed up in there. And that's your stomach just kind of helping to process through that. Now, this is not a diuretic. This is not going to take your food and flush it out of you, but look what happened to the pudding. It broke it down, and it's flushing the things out that shouldn't be there, right? So that it doesn't stick to your insides, and it just helps with bloating and different people who have a lot of gut issues, shall we say. So I'm going to invite my friend Steph on. She is from Canada and she has an incredible testimony with this Enrich. So Stephanie, would you mind unmuting yourself and talking about what Enrich has done for you?
Yes. Hi, everyone. This is an interesting conversation, right? To be talking about our guts. This is something that we all have them. We all have our situation and we just don't talk about it. But so actually I was in the testimony group and I had heard somebody talk about Enrich. Now I've had gut issues my whole life. Even as a little child, I was always at the doctor's trying to figure out what was wrong. I stopped eating red meat when I was 20 just because my body literally can't process the red meat. It's just harder for our bodies to process red meat and my body apparently does not like it. So I've had to make some adjustments. I'm gluten sensitive, I'm lactose sensitive. I just have a very cranky gut. So I've just learned to deal with it. And I heard in the testimony group, someone had mentioned, if anyone here travels, if anyone has ever had gut issues or has anxiety about traveling in general, someone said, take it before you board the plane. And I was like, okay, well, I'm curious about this. I was going to Punta Cana. I'm wearing my Punta Cana shirt right now, Hard Rock Hotel. I was just there 3 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's 3 weeks today. I came home and she said, take 2 pills before you go on the plane. Now, every time I've flown, this is one thing I never really told anyone. Now I'm telling like random strangers about it, but I would get the bloating and the cramps and the uncomfortableness. And I would dread going on the plane because it was just painful. I wouldn't get any of the drinks. I wouldn't order food just because I knew it was just going to make it that much worse. And the longer the flight, the worse it was. And so for 24 hours, I was always on a liquid diet, trying to make everything as smooth as possible and trying to get plenty of sleep, which we always don't the night before we travel. So I took 2 pills before we went down and we ended up having some little champagne on the plane because we were so excited going to Punta Cana, first trip since COVID. And I had no problems. I actually felt normal. I actually felt like I didn't have to change or wear my big bulky sweaters to hide the bloating. I felt amazing. Now here's the best part is when we were in Punta Cana, although I was eating a lot of the similar foods, it's not cooked the same way. It's not prepared the same way. The water is different. Their sour cream is not my sour cream from Costco here in Ottawa. It's just everything is different. So me and my girlfriends, I was taking the pills with me and we would I was distributing my pills to my friends. We would take our 2 little Enrich before every meal and before a meal, and I would enjoy like pizzas and pastas. And even though I was having salad, but with a vinaigrette, it's very different than what it was here. I had no issues. There was one night I forgot my pills and this was a very big hotel. So I wasn't going all the way back to get it. It was taco night. And I was in so much pain. I was so uncomfortable afterwards because I was having sour cream and salsa on my fish tacos, but it's not the same, right? So that one night I knew right there, I have to take my Enrich. It totally changed my trip. I took the 2 pills on the way home. On the flight back, I had no problems whatsoever. And I can actually feel comfortable to the point where I was having pasta and I would feel like I was 5 months pregnant right away. I don't have that anymore. So it's been very gentle, very calming. And I will say real quick, my husband has severe heartburn and he's always having to take Zantac before he has any tomato meal. So pasta, pizzas, anything Enrich. He loves carbonara and he goes over above on that. And he takes his Enrich before and he doesn't have heartburn. He still doesn't believe it though. He still thinks it's a coincidence after 4 times in a row, but it's working. It just helps calm everything. So this is all new to us and I will never go anywhere without my Enrich. It's been a game changer.
Oh, I love that so much. Thank you for sharing. That is so awesome. If you have an Enrich testimony, would you go ahead and put that in the chat? I would love for you guys to share. I know I probably get more testimonies about this product than any other one, which has been very surprising for me. I guess people just don't really talk about their gut issues openly, which, you know, is what it is, but it's good. It's important. And we need to talk about them. So if you have an Enrich testimony, drop it in the chat. We'd love to hear it. Now we've headed on to my favorite personal product. This is Mojo. Now I am a huge coffee fan. When I joined this company, I was like, don't ask me to change my coffee. This is a sacred thing for me in the morning. I got it figured out. However, this is so different. This is actually natural caffeine. Did you know that coffee, actually, the caffeine in coffee has mold in it, but this is a natural caffeine that has a slow release throughout your day. So instead of giving you that big burst of energy and then the crash, it's just going to slowly release throughout your day. And it actually boosts your serotonin levels, and it improves your mood. It curbs your cravings, which this product, and then our Nourish, which is our protein shake, has been two of the products that have really helped me lose that baby weight after giving birth to my son about 18 months ago. But it's just an incredible product. So this actually has two flavors that are created to drink hot. You can do either one, hot or cold, really, but it's hot chocolate and coffee. And then we have two flavors that are created to drink cold, it's called Zest. It's our lemonade flavors, peach lemonade and lavender lemonade. And I actually use this as a pre-workout, and it just kind of gives me that boost in the morning. I work out first thing in the morning, and it kind of helps me just, get throughout my workout. So I actually have two people that are going to give their testimony on this. So the first one, I'm going to invite Brent to unmute yourself. Go ahead, Brent. And I'm going to have him tell his story about Mojo.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me. My wife, Kate, and I absolutely love Mojo, and we are coffee people. So there's a pot that goes on in the morning at 5 o'clock, and that timer goes off. We get up, we have coffee. I leave for work. Kate proceeds to kill the rest of the pot of coffee for the rest of the day. And then I drink 5 to 6 cups of coffee at work during the day. And so I was not at all ready to give up coffee in any way. I love coffee, and was not at all planning to give that up. And we decided, well, let's just try Mojo, see what we think. I mean, what could it really do? But with coffee, you get that crash in the middle of the day about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I will just say, and Kate's not in here right now, but she would just tell you, honest to God, the first day that we took Mojo, we both had Mojo. We didn't have any crash in the middle of the day. We didn't have a desire to have another cup of coffee for the rest of the day. And there's only about as much caffeine in one Mojo as 2 cups of coffee. So it's not like it's not like it's over caffeinating us. We didn't feel jittery. We didn't feel weird or just kind of, like outside your head. But the best part about it is actually the mood enhance that it brought to well, my kids say specifically to me, but that I'm in a better mood throughout my day, and just have energy and feel good rather than feeling like I need coffee all day and feeling like I need to keep going and push through that crash in my 3 o'clock meetings to grab another cup of coffee before I head into it. It doesn't even cross my mind. And now we don't even make a pot of coffee in the morning at home. We have our Mojo, and that's great for the rest of the day. And we actually just had a friend that we referred to it, and they were drinking 2 monsters a day, and 2 monsters a day, and at a habit of $160 a month. And they were like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. Can I try your stuff? And we were like, yeah, here, try it one day. And they were like, send it all to me. I have to have this. I feel so great. There's no crash. I don't feel weird like I do with monsters. So yeah, we love Mojo at our house.
Amazing. And my friend, Dr. Chelsea's on here. We're going to hear from her in a little bit, but she calls it a superfood coffee. So it actually puts nutrients back into your body, which normally caffeine drinks like Monsters, for instance, don't even get me started on energy drinks, but that depletes your body of nutrients. And we're not all about that here. We want to give our body nutrients. So thank you so much for sharing, Brent. All right. And then I'm also going to ask my friend Jordy. She's going to come on and share about what Mojo has done for her. So go ahead, Jordy.
Oh my gosh, Mojo is literally my best friend. So I actually do not like coffee. Don't hate me, you guys. But if you are one of those who does not like coffee, this product is still for you. Actually, I'm curious. If you don't like coffee, put it down below in the chat, because I just want to know whether or not I'm alone. I don't like the taste of coffee. So one of the things that I love though is Red Bull. So I was an avid Red Bull drinker. I would drink like 1 a day. I needed the energy. I'm a mom of 2. And I tend to I love going to the gym, lifting weights. So pre-workout, Red Bull, it was my best friend. And then I found Mojo, particularly in the chocolate flavor. And it is so delicious. First of all, you guys, it tastes like just like a delicious, creamy hot chocolate. Now, one of the things that I personally really struggle with is seasonal depression. I live in North Idaho, you guys. It is dark and gloomy, and literally it's May 2nd, you guys, and it's like cloudy outside. It's like 50 degrees. It is so freaking depressing. And literally I need the sunshine, like I need like life's blood. So I really struggle with seasonal depression. Ever since taking the Mojo, because it has a natural ingredient in there that naturally boosts the serotonin in your brain, it has been like a lifeblood for me. I feel so good and so happy, optimistic all day long, which is something that in previous like winter months and years back, that would have never happened like at all. I actually had seasonal depression like so bad that I would just spend sometimes like a full day, maybe 2 days in bed. Just if like the weather was dreary, I was dreary. And now because of the Mojo, not only do I have that sustained energy all day long, but I have that like nice, happy, optimistic feeling that just gives me the motivation to be able to be a better mom, a better wife, a better business owner, etc. And actually the first time I took it, I remember calling Stefan, my husband, and he hadn't taken it yet because I was home when the package had arrived, and it was a really dark, dreary day when our package arrived, and I took it and I called him and I was like, babe, I have this like happy, excited feeling inside me and I have nothing to be excited for. And he was like, okay, like you're a different person. This is great. So we love Mojo at our house, particularly the chocolate one over here in the Bratke household. But if you are wanting to try something that's going to give you happy energy all day long, this is a lifesaver.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And please stop with the energy drinks. Like, it's making me stressed out. People, if you are drinking energy drinks, you need to stop and try this Mojo. Your body will thank us. Okay. All right, Jordy, thank you so much for sharing. You're going to hear from Jordy again in a little bit, but yes, this is an amazing product. So we have a ton of different products in this line. Like I said, Mojo and Zest are amazing. And then we have Focus, which is full of vitamin B, and it's great for people who kind of have squirrel brain like myself. Like if in the afternoon, if you have a hard time focusing, great product, but it does have a little caffeine. So make sure that you drink that early enough in your day so you're not up all night. And then we have Boost, which is amazing for, it opens up your circulatory system. It's great before you work out. It's just an amazing product. Okay, now we're heading into our CBD. Now, before you close your mind, I want you to hear two things I'm about to say. Number one, this is not an oil, so it doesn't have any other fillers in it. This is, like I said before, we have patents on some of these products, and this is a product that we are the only ones that can produce. So they're water soluble drops. They're the whole hemp flower, cold pressed water soluble drops. And number two, this is not the devil's lettuce. We are not going to get you high. This has such a tiny, like a little trace of THC. Hardly, you can't even tell it's in there. I actually give this to my 4-year-old daughter. It helps her sleep. So this is incredible. If you have a hard time sleeping, if you deal with anxiety, or if you deal with pain in your body, this is such an incredible product. Now, you only need 2 tiny little drops of this. So any of you who've tried oil before, you need 2 huge vialfuls of oil, put it under your tongue, let it sit for a while. And even then, it only has about a 6% absorption rate. Now, this has almost a 90% absorption rate with 2 tiny little drops, just because of the way that it's cold pressed. So this comes in drops and then it comes in spray. The drops taste very earthy, just FYI. This is literally the plant cold pressed. And the spray is flavored with stevia. So it's flavored like cinnamon. It tastes like breath spray. So that's what I give to my daughter. And then we have Relieve, which is our topical lotion rub. If you deal with any kind of pain in your muscles or anything, you want to try this stuff. It's like magic. But I'm going to show you a little bit of how this works. So the water represents our body. And on the left, you see the CBD oil. They're putting in the oil, a whole vial full, stirring it around. And even then see how the oil separates from the water. So our bodies are made of water. This is not going to absorb. And on the right-hand side, you're going to see our Soothe, which is our CBD drops, cold pressed hemp flower, just 2 of those drops. Even without stirring it, you can see it's already starting to absorb. But once they start stirring it up, it absorbs. It works super, super fast. Now, I have like a miracle testimony I'm going to share with you tonight. She doesn't often give her testimony. So listen up really close. This testimony is absolutely incredible. This is one of my dearest friends. This is my friend, Chelsea Surma. And she had an incredible time with insomnia. And I've been on many trips with her. I've stayed in her home. She stayed in my home. I've walked with her through this journey of insomnia, and I cannot wait to share with you just what's happened with her. So Chelsea, would you mind unmuting yourself?
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to share with you guys a little bit about this fluid. It is life-changing for me. As Jackie mentioned, she has seen firsthand my struggle. I have struggled with insomnia most of my adult life, to where I was desperate, absolutely desperate. I'm a mom of two. And so we all know sleep is important to us. I was at the point where I would be so tired. I was literally doing everything. I was trying to wear myself out during the day, getting off screens, not watching TV, no sugar, no caffeine, anything I could do to sleep. And I would still lay there at night, staring at the wall, exhausted, and could not turn my brain off. I could not fall asleep. And it got so bad that I actually went to a doctor and I got on pharmaceutical medication to help me sleep at night. And so I was taking Ambien anywhere from 3 to 5 nights a week. I just needed something to knock me out, because the lack of sleep obviously was causing health issues. Like I was getting sick all the time. I was getting anxiety in the middle of the night because I was worried about being tired the next day. It was literally crippling to me. So when I heard about Soothe, I was like, what is this stuff? Let's look into this, because as we all know, when you're taking medications as strong as Ambien, it actually starts messing with other things in your body, such as your memory. And I was actually having, this is probably what Jackie's wanting me to share. I actually, a few nights had it to where the next morning, my husband was telling me stories about me walking around the house or eating ice cream or doing activities in the middle of the night. And I had no clue that I was doing it. And so I was actually really freaked out, and I knew I needed a different solution. So when I found Soothe, I was like, please, Lord Jesus, let this work. When it showed up in the mail, I was just ecstatic. So I went ahead and took it. And guys, I have to tell you, the very first night that I took this fluid, I slept like a baby. And I have not taken Ambien since the first time I bought Soothe, which was October of last year. I have had 0 other sleep medications that I've put in my body, and I actually feel better. I actually feel like, and I know the CBD has actually retrained my brain to respond to the natural CBD in my body, or natural CBD, the natural melatonin in my body. And so I am just thrilled. My quality of life is so much better. What I also found was, when I first got the fluid, I was feeling like I needed to take it 3 or 4 nights a week to really like get myself to sleep. And just to report, this is not like you take it and it totally knocks you out. You don't remember when you fell asleep. You drool on your pillow. It's not that kind of sleep. Instead, what it is it just helps your body, like I said, naturally respond to, okay, it's time to sleep. So you don't wake up with that kind of like hungover, drugged feeling at all. Now though, my body is retrained to respond to sleep so well that I only have to take this couple times a month at most. Like I think I'm like 3 to 4 times a month, so about once a week, and that kind of just kicks it back into my system. And it has honestly just changed my entire world. I also give it to my kids when they're feeling stressed out or they can't sleep at night. I give it to my dog. One time he got hurt and he was like freaking out, and I gave it to him to calm him. And it's a miracle. It's an actual miracle lifesaver.
Oh, I love that so much. And it's just so nice to give your body natural remedies for things like that. So I love that so much. Thank you, Chelsea, for sharing. So if you deal with sleep, anxiety, depression, if you deal with pain in your body, you definitely want to give this a shot, because it's like nothing on the market right now. Okay, next we are heading to the star of the show. This is our #1 best-selling product. This is our Glow Collagen. Now, this is an advanced type 1 hydrolyzed collagen. Now, I am not going to go right into the ingredients because we actually have a doctor that is going to chat about this in just a second. But I just want to tell you my personal experience. I knew collagen was important. And so you actually stop producing your collagen in your 20s. So if you're over the age of 20, it's probably time to start looking into collagen. But I went to Costco. I got my little blue tub of collagen, vital proteins or whatever it is, put it in my coffee in the morning, and didn't really see much of a difference, but I was like, I feel like I'm doing myself a favor. However, that only has about a 30% absorption rate. And this has close to a 90% absorption rate because of the quality of ingredients, which again, Dr. Chelsea is going to talk about in just a second. But not only did my skin improve, my nails, my hair, my lashes, like I'm postpartum, like I said, and this is my 6-month hair growth from when I started taking it. But I am over 6 feet tall, always played volleyball my whole life. And in my 20s, I would play beach volleyball a lot on sand courts. And I went up to serve one day and it popped my shoulder out of place. And for 10 years, guys, 10 years, my shoulder would pop out of place weekly. When I was putting on my sweatshirt, when I was picking up my kids, when I would do like menial tasks, all of a sudden it would pop out and I'd have to pop it back into place. It was just so painful. I went to the chiropractor. They said, basically surgery is your only option. However, in the 6 months since taking this, not only has my shoulder never one time popped out of place in 6 months, which is crazy because it was weekly for 10 years, but I'm actually on a volleyball league right now and I am able to hit again. And my overhand serve is coming back, which is super, super exciting. So it's not just for all the outside, which we love, but it's also for the inside as well. So here's just a couple of testimonies of different pictures before and afters. You can see that it's great for your skin, for your lashes, for your hair, scar tissue. I've had a couple of personal friends who've gone in for surgery and they have not experienced the bruising and the scarring like most people do with surgery, just because of the elasticity in your skin. So I am super excited. We have a doctor on the line tonight, and she has so much knowledge about the ingredients of these products. So Dr. Chelsea, would you mind unmuting yourself and talking about what drew you to this collagen?
Hey, everybody. So I just got done with a 13-hour day seeing over 150 patients. And here I am working out because this collagen is that amazing. Like, I used to have the worst aches and pains after being bent over all day over an adjusting table and adjusting people. My hands would throb, my wrists, I mean, you name it. It is a real thing. Your chiropractors are getting beat up adjusting you, so you're welcome. But this collagen has been a lifesaver for me. And I just want to scream it from the rooftops because I know we all have aches and pains. I talk to my patients every day who are under chiropractic care. I'm also under chiropractic care, and they've been under it for years, and they still are like at a 3 out of 10 in joint pain. And there's just this residual joint pain that doesn't seem to ever go. And now that they're trying this collagen, these chronic hip, shoulder, hand aches and pains are literally getting completely eliminated. So I, as a chiropractor, could not say enough about this liquid type 1 hydrolyzed collagen. It's definitely the best in the industry. Some reasons why that is type 1 collagen is 90% of the collagen in our body. Okay, we start breaking down collagen every year, 1% after the age of 25. Collagen is the structure of our body. It's what holds everything together. Hair, skin, nails, soft tissue, discs. I mean, you name it. It's even more abundant in your bones than calcium. So it's super, super important. And I've never come across a collagen of this quality. It's hydrolyzed, meaning the collagen molecule is actually broken down small enough for you to absorb it the moment it touches your tongue, whereas powders and others are not. The molecule is just too large. It's packed with antioxidants, which we need to fight off free radicals in the air and our food all around us that age us, that lead to cancer, all kinds of things, free radicals. So it has the highest quality of vitamin C in it, which is required to absorb collagen. A lot of people don't know that. And most products have ascorbic vitamin C, which is a synthetic. So ours is the highest quality. And that's what really drew me to this company, was just the quality of the ingredients, something that I, as a doctor, could put my name behind confidently and recommend them to friends, family, and patients. So I know just on a musculoskeletal level, this collagen is amazing. And then on an aesthetic level, I mean, who doesn't want to look and feel your best? So personally, I've tried every facial cream, you name it. I've always just been really into taking care of my skin because I'm fair skinned. But this has been the best beauty product from healing from the inside out, since collagen is what makes our skin thick and plump. For me personally, it's done wonders for my hair health. My eyebrows used to be really thin, and now I have these bushy eyebrows, which is awesome. And my eyelashes have grown like crazy long. So, I mean, you name it. I can't say enough about this liquid collagen. It's so amazing.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Chelsea, for sharing. Dr. Chelsea, just love her. So anyway, she did a whole call on ingredients. So if you're in Ripple Effect, you can go back, search for Dr. Chelsea, and that will come up. She did an incredible call a couple weeks ago, just about the ingredients and the high quality of our products. So thank you for sharing. Okay. Now, if you have a collagen testimony, if you wouldn't mind just dropping it in the chat. I know it has helped so many people, their hair specifically. Like I know a lot of people, because of like COVID and different diseases that they've dealt with, they've lost hair and not been able to get it back. And I see those testimonies a lot. So again, we have a whole line of products. We have Nourish, which is that protein shake I referenced earlier, 15 grams of plant-based protein, which is really great. It's really important to me. And then 80 grams of protein. Then we have our Glow Collagen. And then we have Renew, which is amazing. Just kind of renews your cells. And then what I love about Nourish too is, I hope this doesn't freak anybody out, but the nutrients that is found in mother's breast milk is called, there's a nutrient called Glow, and that's actually included in this Nourish shake. And it's great for your skin and for your nails. And we all know that's like a superfood, right? Like the mother's milk. And so that is one of the patents that we have that is included in our protein. And so I love that. We just released a 30-day empty bottle guarantee. So you can try something for 30 days. If you don't like it, it's fine. You can replace it or you can get a refund, which is super great. We stand by our products. And I forgot to change this slide. I'm so sorry. I just got off a Canadian Zoom, but if you're in Canada, we get free shipping. Who doesn't love free shipping? But if you're in Canada, it's the free shipping threshold at $128 free shipping, or if you're in the US, it's flat $100. So just know that. Okay. I have the incredible honor of introducing somebody that I absolutely love. I came over to this company, like I said, from another company 6 months ago, never was going to leave. My paychecks were dwindling. I just wasn't really feeling like I was helping people to the effect that I wanted to be. I saw over here high impact products that I knew were changing people's lives. Plus, I'm very numbers oriented. So he's going to chat about just the business opportunity that is available over here. So I just want to be kind of transparent with you guys tonight. I went from making a couple $1,000s a month at my previous company to I have maintained 5 figures every single month over here. Enabled me to get into our first home. Here in Boise, which it's rated #1 inflated in the entire company right now with housing prices. So it's just been like an incredible journey for me. So without further ado, Brandon Bean has literally shattered records here in this company. He and his wife, Krista, who was going to be here tonight, but she ended up having to go on a last minute trip, but they have done incredible things. They have, they've reached, they're one level away from the top of the company. They have, they're just incredible mentors, incredible friends. And he just knows so much about the business portion of this. So he's going to hop on, he's going to chat business with you. So without further ado, Brandon Bean, take it away.
Thank you, Jackie. And I just have to say, we're just so glad that you're here. And we have made some incredible friends in this company. Thank you for having me tonight. I actually am not a numbers person. I am far from a numbers person, which is very important because I want you to realize that you do not have to be a numbers person to really cash in on how amazing this comp plan is, which we're going to tell you about. My wife and I came into this industry about 8 years ago. Y'all, we were broke as a joke, like tore up from the floor up. Our bank account was on zero, like it was below zero. It was in the red. Our car was falling apart. We had to get in from the passenger side and crawl across to the driver's side just to be able to go somewhere. We didn't know where we were going to be the next month. I didn't know where where like rent was coming from. It was a really sad situation. And my wife, Krista, turned to me one day. I'll never forget it. It was our daughter's 8th birthday. And she said, I am tired of being broke. And I felt like a failure as a husband, as a father. And I knew something had to change. And that is when we found this industry. And then 8 months ago, we found this company, and it has done just that. It has changed our life. And we found it through this little thing called the ripple effect on Facebook. So if someone has invited you here tonight, ask them to give you an invitation called to our Facebook community called the Ripple Effect, which is literally a community with thousands and thousands and thousands of people and their testimonies, real life success stories of people whose lives have been changed by this product. So be sure to ask the person who invited you here tonight for more information. So we are in the business of sharing things. We have an easy to share system. Because, you know, when we go to our favorite restaurant, we like to share it, right? Or a favorite movie, we like to share it. So this is no different. We are sharing for like it's, and we are sharing for love it's. So a like it is a person that we would consider a customer who really likes the product enough that they buy it over and over and over, because our products are high impact, which leads to residual income, which is a magical phrase that I want you all to really like capture. Residual income. And we also share for love it's. Love it's are people like Jackie and I and Jordy and Chelsea that like the product so much, we had to share it with people and then make a little income on the side with it. We share through easy systems, which is what I love. 3 steps, really. There's step 1, you utilize our proven system and 60 days of social content. Y'all, we live in a social media world, right? It's becoming that more and more every day. In fact, we are living in a social media buying world where so many people are doing their shopping online. And if you don't believe me, come to my doorstep and see my wife's Amazon packages. How many of you can relate to that? Say amen, somebody. So that's the world that we live in, and really kind of gone are the days of brick and mortar and everybody's buying online. So we are actually going to give you 60 days of social media content for you to get started, because you may be a person that says, I don't use social media, or I don't know how to do this. No problem, boo. We got you covered. Step 2, share our high impact products through the tools that we give you. You will get your own website. You don't have to pay for it. It comes with your enrollment pack. And I love this. We have amazing tools to get you started, to get you moving, to get you ranking, and to get you, most of all, making the money. Step 3. What was step 3? Oh, sorry. Step 3. Oh, this is my favorite part. You earn 25 to 50% commission weekly. This is my favorite part. Earn 25 to 50% on customer points when you, for all of the people that like it, when they log onto your website and they buy this amazing life impacting product from you, you earn 25 to 50% on customer points paid weekly, which is my favorite part. Those little checks arriving into our mailbox. This is my friend Chelsea. Chelsea, wait, hey Chelsea, you were on. Hey, so Chelsea gave us her one of her testimonies earlier. This one, she talked about Mojo online on Facebook. She gave her testimony about Mojo. She got 30 customers from this one particular post. That was 1,350 customer points. She earned 50% off of that, which was a nice little check of $675. Hello. Hey, Jordy. Y'all met Jordy earlier. She's coming back in a minute. Jordy is also a great friend of ours. She loves that CBD. She made a Facebook post about it and got 23 customers. That was 1,725 customer points that she earned 50% off of, which was $862.50. That's amazing. And then we have something called our 10 and 3 launch bonus. So not only do you make commissions off of the product, but we also hand out a nice little launch bonus, a little bonus of $1,000 when you get a total of 10 like it's. That's 10 brand new customers and 3 love it's, 3 people like us who are sharing about this product and selling it. Every time you do that, as you rank up through the company, you get $1,000 bonus. That's pretty incredible. So how does that look like? What does all of that look like? So if you're a person who's just getting started, let's just kind of break this down a little bit. We've talked about Glow, our collagen. If you were to get 10 customers buying our 2-pack of collagen, and you're just getting started with us, earning a 25% commission, that would be 760 customer points. That would be a commission check of $190. Then let's say you get 3 people who love it and get started with you, and they get one of our gold enrollment bonus or packets, excuse me, our enrollment packages. You also get bonuses off of those packages, anywhere from $100 to $300. So a gold enrollment package is going to earn you a commission of actually $200. So let's just say that you got 3 of those gold bonuses. That's $600. Boom. You just earned $1,000 for your 10 and 3 bonus. And then that should also qualify you for our first promotion in the company, which is Jade. You get $250 plus a Jeep stipend that we're going to talk about in a minute, which qualifies you for 50% commissions the next month. There would be $380 on the very same orders. That is $2,420. Y'all, what would that do for your budget right off the bat, getting started with us? I know what it did for us. It's incredible. And then we have our Jeep program. This is one of the most exciting parts about it. When you get started with us and you hit your first promotion, which is our Jade promotion, we actually, we like to award you from the get-go. And so we give you a Jeep stipend. How do you do that? You maintain 1,500 qualified points and group volume every month and have at least 3 customers or active sponsor active associates, and then you get to ride around in that nice Jeep. My wife and I have a nice black Jeep Cherokee. There's Jackie in her Grand Cherokee. Looking good there, girl. I like that. How about that? So we just absolutely love it. And okay, so then this is okay, y'all just wrap your head around this. Beyond the bonuses, beyond the commissions, this is our comp plan. This is the thing that brought us here, because every month you know what you are going to make. There's no breakaways. There's no, all kinds of crazy qualifications. It is basically in black and white, or actually jade, blue, ruby, emerald, all these amazing colors. I want you to see that green line right there. Right across that is what you can expect to make as you hit your ranks every month. A Jade would be $600. That includes, it's $250 plus a $350 Jeep stipend. Opal is $750. That includes a Jeep stipend. Pearl and on up all the way to Blue Diamond, which is an amazing $150,000 to $300,000, not a year. We are talking a month, folks. And then that yellow line is additional bonuses that you can make. If you look down at the bottom, we also take amazing vacations every year. And we're actually working on our qualifications for Tulum coming up in this summer. So this is a great way to get started. We started 8 months ago, and many of our team members are on this call tonight. And we have Jades, we have Opals, Pearls, Rubies, Sapphires. My wife and I are sitting in the Emerald rank currently, which is a $9,000 a month payout, including our Jeep stipend. Y'all, this is amazing. You're not going to find another comp plan out there that is this amazing. So many ways for you to earn money and make your dreams come true, just like that last picture of Jackie and her family out there at their new house that they just bought. I love that. That is amazing. That's a good looking family there, Jackie. So what do you do next? How do you get started? I'm so glad you asked. You just choose your enrollment pack. We have 6 different ones that you can actually choose from. Anywhere from our platinum pack down to our silver pack. We kind of are fond of the platinum pack because it basically has almost everything in the line, everything that we've talked about, plus more, and several multiples of different products. So you have extras to share with your friends, but you can't go wrong with any of these packs here. So definitely reach out to the person that invited you tonight and have a conversation about these enrollment packs and how to get started. Here's the thing that I love about this company, about these products. These products are life-changing, completely life-altering, high-impact products. This comp plan is incredible. And I don't know if you're like me, but every time I pull up to the gas pump or every time I go into the grocery store to get groceries, I feel the pressure of inflation. Y'all with me? You feeling that? There is no better time right now to have multiple streams of income than the time that we are living in. I am telling you that this company can be a blessing to you. Is it easy? Nah, you got to do the work. You got to jump in. But I'm telling you, it is set up for you to win. And I am telling you that there are so many people that are on this call, that are in our team, that are across this country, whose lives have been drastically changed for the good because of Tranont, because we are literally changing lives, and we would love to change your life too. Jackie, thank you for having me on tonight.
Yes. And I just, right before he ends, I just want to introduce one more person. Thank you so much, Brandon, for sharing. That was so great. I'll let you do it. Go ahead.
I totally forgot. She was going to give a testimony too. She gave one earlier. Jordy, would you please give us your business testimony? Because I know your life has been incredibly changed by Tranont.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I would love to. How could you forget me, Brandon?
I did.
I have like fire engine red hair. It's like I try to be noticeable. Oh my gosh. Yes, Tranont has been absolutely incredible, and it has changed my family's life in literally so many different ways. And one of those ways has been financially. So I was also introduced into this industry about 8 years ago, and I was with my previous company for about 7 years, and I had a significantly large team under me. I had about a team about 700 under me, and I, like Jackie, was never going to leave. I had multiple viral videos on TikTok. I sold makeup like nobody's business. Like, it was crazy. However, the way that the comp plan was set up in my previous company, it didn't allow for very much growth, if that makes sense. And it also didn't allow for people under me to be able to win. So it didn't really allow for my team to be able to bring in a sustainable income. So that was one thing that kind of bothered me, because I couldn't duplicate or replicate teaching someone how to get viral on TikTok and sell a whole bunch of makeup and bring in a sustainable income for their family. Something like that just isn't duplicatable, because you're throwing a lot to chance. And that was really tough, to be able to like go on a trip, but not be able to take my team with me, or to sign someone up, but just be like, I'm going to do my best to help, but I can't guarantee that you're going to find a whole bunch of, success. Then I was introduced to Tranont. And one of the things that I love about this company is you're not selling products. You are instead offering a solution to someone's problem. And anybody can offer a solution to someone's problem. So what I tell people and what I tell my team is, if you have a heart behind helping people, if you have a heart to help people, you can do this, because it's not offering a product per se, it's offering a solution to the thing that they're struggling with. And every single person is struggling with something. For me personally, it was energy, depression, anxiety, etc. For my husband, it was digestion issues. For Jackie, it was her shoulder. Like, literally, we all have a story that we are quietly suffering from, where some people are, they're actively talking about it, but most people are silently suffering, and we have the opportunity to be able to fix their problem or help them with their problem, and then get compensated for it at the same time. So that has been incredible. So I jumped in right in October with some of my dearest friends, and we just started running this business together. And let me tell y'all, it has been wild. Our team actually hit Sapphire level promotion as one of the fastest in the company. We did it in less than 3 weeks. And to be able to bring in that kind of income was literally life-changing to my family. Like, my husband, I remember at the end of October, he was like, "How much money did you make?" And I was like, "I have no idea. I've just been doing this thing. I've been helping people." And he's like, because he's the number person, he's like, "Well, let's total it up." And so we totaled it up. And you guys, not only did it hit 5 figures, but it like surpassed 5 figures in 3 weeks. And it was just like, my mind was blown. And then that continued to happen month after month after month. And the reason, because when you have a heart behind helping people and you offer product solutions and you couple that with a compensation plan that is one of the highest in the industry, you have such a winning combo that you literally get paid major bucks to help people, and then you get to teach other people how to help people. And that is how you get massive duplication. That's how you get massive success in a business, is just because you're helping people, and that goes on and on and on and on. So all that to say, you guys, it has been an incredible journey. Like, we're just getting started. This is one of the fastest growing teams in Tranont, and Tranont is one of the fastest growing companies in network marketing right now. So if you're wanting to get on this, I would get on it very quickly, you guys, because this train is going. Also, I'm a slight numbers girl. I'm a little bit, but not very much, but I know enough to say that collagen is a $16.7 billion industry in the world. And we have our hands on the highest absorption rate in collagen. We have our hands on the best collagen on the market. And to get paid 25 to 50% off of that is like, you're getting a major piece of the pie. So anyways, you guys, I'm excited. I'm fired up. I could talk for hours about this, but if you are interested in the business side in any way, shape, or form, definitely reach out to the person who invited you to this call and partner with them, help people, and you can get a very good income from that.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jordy, so much for sharing. That was so awesome. I know Jordy and I came over together from our last company, and along with Chelsea, and it has just been amazing. But I'm going to stop the streaming here, and then I'm going to do stuff I don't do very often.